Hello everybody, this is Hobbs Horror back with you with a horror cult exploitation. Be prepared to see a lot of these this week because we're trying to get them watch hours and I've been watching a lot of movies, so I hope you guys enjoy the abundance of reviews. You know I appreciate all of you to the max degree that are helping me get there, and I'll also be watching your content over the weekend, so if there's anything you want me to see, just put it in the comments. But today, we are watching the film that was released in 2022, June 2022. This is a screener copy, the Blu-ray era release. I want to thank the good folks over at MVD Entertainment for sending me this to review. This is The Leech. As you can see, this is a screener, so this is a bit early. Directed by Eric Pennycoff, starring Jeremy Gardner and Graham Skipper. And let's get into this one. We have this priest who is having sermons, and he's teaching about the joys of giving, the joys of giving back to your community, how a glass of cold water even is considered a gift. And as the sermon goes through, he's just a really abundant speaker, played by Graham Skipper. And basically what's happening is at the end of the sermon, everybody is gone and there's someone that is staying at the sermon. And it just happens to be the gentleman who is homeless. And he is trying to stay another night in the church underneath the pews. But the priest says, you know what, let's get you home. I can give you a ride. And as they're driving, as he's giving me a ride, he says, you know what, I really don't have a place to go. So the priest says, you know what, just stay with me. I've got a brand new home that I got from my mom. I'll let you stay there for a little bit till you get back up on your feet, maybe a week or so. And meanwhile, whenever they arrive to the place, things start to happen a little bit. Terry, who is the homeless guy, starts to have his music up really loud. He's keeping David, the priest, up as he's trying to relax. He's playing a lot of heavy music, so it's not going very good the first couple nights. And then the next devotional that the priest has, there's a girl that comes in and confesses some things to him. I don't want to say what he confesses because I don't want to ruin the plot of the film, but she comes in and she's basically telling him some things, and her name is Lexi. So he decides that, in the process of giving her reading, a little bit later on, she realizes that Lexi and Terry are connected. So they both end up staying at the home, even though they're both homeless. And basically, a night starts to begin where all three, Terry, Lexi, and David, are in the middle of the living room talking. They're talking about religion and God and whatnot, and they convince David to have a drink. Well, David ends up getting really, really wasted, and bad things start to happen. And then at that point, you start to realize, what are these people's intentions? As they're playing loud music, they're convincing him to drink. They're trying to bring out some of the devil side of him. So then, we get towards, the middle of the film. And I don't want to give it away too much, but things start to happen. So some people, let's leave it at this, aren't who they seem to be. Now, there is a bit of a twist at the end of this film. But let me go over my thoughts on The Leech. Approximately an hour and 22 minutes long. It gets a 5.5 in IMDb. This movie blew me away. It's dark comedy horror. The acting was phenomenal in this movie. Absolutely phenomenal. I don't see some of the people again on IMDb destroying this movie. You have the ultimate battle of good versus evil. You have a pastor that's trying to convince these people to change their lives, but they're also convincing him that he can have a drink, that he can have sex, which is not something you see, at least not that often, but it makes you wonder, does this stuff happen in real life? And then it's a complete mind flip of a movie. The pastor's trying to decide, after events occur during all of this, I'm really trying hard to help these people, but I need to get them out because bad things are happening. Bad things are happening with me. I keep praying, but I'm not getting the results of my prayers. So it's just like, makes you wonder a little bit about if stuff like this is really what happens, with devotionals, things like that. And it's really, it's some parts of it are hysterical, but then some parts of it are creepy. Some parts of it is very dark humor. There's some tough subjects in the film. I won't go into those, but this just got released on Arrow. It is region free, this copy. I highly recommend you get the Leech. It is definitely considered a horror film. I didn't know what this was about. I thought this was going to be some type of sci-fi film when I first got this. But I was completely wrong, but not in a bad way. This film was fantastic. I would have to give it about a 4 out of 5 Boglins for the Leech. Let me know if you guys have seen this. If not, this is a must-watch. It is a very nice mind trip, and it's very, very big on mental health, if you like those type of movies. Kind of in the same vein of Candyland, if you want the truth. That movie Candyland, Candilene, Land, sorry. Anyways, catch up with you guys later. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Hobbs Horror. Peace.
Welcome to the house on the A6 block. I'm just chilling on the porch in my chair I rock. I'm your host Jimmy Biggs with the coolest clip. The only light outside is the full moon grip. Welcome to a world mixed with evil and good. If you ain't plan on staying, then you misunderstood. This ain't a nightmare, the figment of imagination. Step aside and the house will awaken.